Alright, let's get started with Lesson 4 of Unit 8, 30, 60, 90 triangles. And this is another type of our special right triangles that we have. Now, unfortunately, with 30, 60, 90 triangles, there's nothing that we can really recall from our previous lessons to figure out what's going on. So we just kind of have to start from scratch. And we're going to start over here on the left side of the board. Here we have the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And we can recall on something. We can realize which sides of this triangle are the biggest or the smallest. If you recall, the side across from the 30 is going to be the smallest side, and the leg across from the 60 is going to be bigger than the 30, but we know that the hypotenuse is the biggest side in general. And whenever we name them, we're going to call them the short leg, the long leg, and the hypotenuse. So in this picture, x is the short leg, x times square root 3 is the long leg, and the 2x equals the hypotenuse. And these expressions are going to tell us how to solve this 30, 60, 90 triangle. Now, the very key thing with the 30, 60, 90 triangle is that you can go from the short leg to the long leg, the short leg to the hypotenuse, the long leg to the short leg, or the hypotenuse to the short leg. You cannot go long leg to hypotenuse or hypotenuse to long leg without getting into some real complicated fractions. It's just simpler to go step by step. So, the formula to go from the short leg to the long leg is over here on the right. And what you do is you take whatever the short leg is times square root 3. And that gives you the long leg. To go short leg to hypotenuse, you take the short leg times 2. And then you get your hypotenuse. If we want to go backwards, if we want to go long leg to short leg, we take the long leg divided by the square root of 3. And if we want to go hypotenuse to short leg, we're going to take the hypotenuse divided by 2. And again, I just wrote here, we can, but we will not go long leg to hypotenuse. You cannot make that leap for us. I don't even like doing it because it's just too many fractions to deal with. It's just easier to go long to short, hypotenuse to short, and then go from the short leg. So we always want to make sure we know the short leg first. So here are 2 examples I'll work, and then I'll leave you to do 4 examples on your own with your group. Start out on the left, we have our 30, 60, 90. My 30 degree goes here, so I know my short leg. That's good because I can immediately start solving for the missing sides. So x is my long leg. So to go from short to long, we do short leg times square root 3. So the long leg is 3 square root 3. To go to the short leg, the hypotenuse, we take the short leg times 2. So our hypotenuse is 6. On the right, x is our short leg because the 60 points to y. So first things first, we have to find the short leg before we can find anything else. And we know the hypotenuse. So to find the short leg, you take the hypotenuse divided by 2, and that gives you 5. So we know x is 5. So now we can find our long leg. So we take the short leg times square root 3, and we get 5 square root 3. So here are 4 examples using the same ideas and principles. So I want you to pause the video and work these through with your group, and we'll show you the answers after that. So go ahead and do that now. Alright, and here are the answers to the 4 examples. So I want you to go ahead and check these with your group. and then that'd be the end of the video.